don't know how long this show can actually last. I really don't know. I wonder how long the producers, writers, showrunners, I wonder how long they think Batwoman is going to last. It's like, how bad can you get before you hit rock bottom? And I feel like last season, it hit rock bottom. But I guess there's rock bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got rock bottom 5. They gotta reach 10 before they bow out. But I don't even know what's really going on too much because I stopped watching season 1. But this show is really bad. And I think the last time I checked was 20%. So I did say I wasn't going to make anything else about this, really. But I just happened to be bored at work today. And decided to watch some of it. And it's barely, it's unwatchable. But it's also funny. Because I'm not even angry. I'm not even mad. It's unwatchable, but it's funny. And I really think that Hollywood is really, some individuals in Hollywood, probably 90% of Hollywood, really have their head up their asses when it comes to writing. It's funny at the same time, but it's also not funny at the same time. It's also funny that some parts make me crack up, but at the same time, this is not getting funny anymore. In all seriousness. It's coming to the point it's demented. Now I'm not gonna do a full review on this thing. You can go eat up with Hooligan's channel for that. He does the Batwoman stuff, as he calls it. He sacrifices his sanity to watch this, but I just had to speak about a couple of things with this whole TV show, especially this episode. So it's season 2, episode 2. And basically I'm going off the dome there. I don't even think I finished watching. I think I quit. I gave up after the climax because it just got so dumb. So anyways, there's one thing I wanted to point out. The biggest thing I wanted to point out, and I think I kind of pointed out last week's episode 2. There's too much victimhood going on here. Especially with the main character, Ryan, whatever her last name is, I don't really care. I just know that the freaking broad that plays her is bad as hell. That's all I know. But they basically wrote her just playing the victim the whole entire time. Everything is victimhood. She's a felon. It's one part of the episode she's trying to apply for a job, and they got this stern white man there, and of course she don't get the job because she's a felon, and then she gets arrested basically for being at the wrong place at the wrong time during a robbery that she didn't do. She was trying to help out, try to stop the robbers from taking all the money. Well, she does, but she ends up getting arrested. But the thing that led up after this, the thing that happened after this whole scene, that she gets arrested and she's brought down to Gotham, I don't even know if it's Gotham PD, whatever you call it, the Crows, wherever you want to call it. This doesn't even feel like Gotham. This doesn't even feel like a Batman TV show. Nothing in this show feels like Batman really anymore. It's just somebody running around with a bat symbol, claiming to be part of the Bat family. And another thing I thought about before I go on. Everything's third string characters, fourth string characters almost. None of the big time characters in it. If they are, it's somebody who's a cousin of a cousin. In this case, it's the Kanes. Basically, Bruce Wayne's mother's side of the family. And then you have Alfred Pennyworth's daughter or niece, what she is. I think it's her daughter. And then you have Lucius Fox's son, Luke Fox. So you just don't even get any of the real characters. There's no Lucius Fox. There's no Alfred. There's no Commissioner Gordon. There's no Bruce Wayne, unless he's been played by Hush. It's just so stupid. But anyways, before I got on that little kick, so the new Batwoman, she gets arrested by the old Batwoman's ex-girlfriend lover. I forgot her name. I think her name was Sophie or something like that. And they're discussing the main villain, Alice. Because basically Alice is the old Batwoman's sister. And the new Batwoman asks Sophie why haven't they killed her or arrested her or something like that. I think they said killed her. And Sophie's like, basically you wouldn't understand and all this stuff. And the new Batwoman says, I do understand. The reason why you haven't killed her is because she's white.
Sympathy he had for her died a long time ago.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
That if Alice weren't white, she'd be dead.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
They wrote that. They had to write that cops kill all the black people who do crimes, and that the white people who don't do crimes don't get shot. Even though I think the leader of the whole Gotham, I don't even know what it is, the Crows, whatever, is basically the father of Alice, but they wrote that racial ass crap in there. And actually I had to laugh very hard. And it's to the point when you think that maybe we shouldn't write this, but you know, Hollywood, they had no conscience. But it's to the point when you realize that you're running low on views here. Your audience score is at a 20%. People think your show is a freaking joke at this point. When do you get that freaking that light bulb in your head that maybe you should stop writing everything about agenda? We also learned that the new Batwoman also had a former girlfriend that was part of her criminal background and all that stuff. So you got the whole lesbian thing in there. And it's nothing but the freaking those in this whole entire show. There's nothing wrong with that, but there's nothing but that in there. But I'm just wondering, how long does this last? How long is this show gonna go on before it gets to Axe? Knowing CW and their push to go for agenda, probably for a long time, but nobody's barely watching the show. I don't even know who wants to watch the show other than the people reviewing it or seeing how bad it can get before it gets bad. I don't know how long the CW can last doing this in itself, the whole channel in itself. They really have no more TV shows that people really want to watch. Arrow's dead. Flash is a joke. I don't know what's going on with the Legends thing. I think they brought back Nikita, probably to boost something. I think Stargirl's still around. Supernatural's done. And you got them other teeny bopper shows. So how long in general can CW last with this Batwoman show just continuing to keep tanking every week with pieces of agenda like that? You didn't kill her. You won't kill her because she's white, but it's just they want to add real life stuff in there. It's to the point you sit here and you just laugh. Like I said before in the beginning, it's funny, but it's not funny at the same time. So that's basically my 2 cents on this whole thing. I'm just saying, every time I watch the show, you get further and further away from sanity and what Batman is supposed to mean. It really do. And the results of the whole episode is just stupid. You had bats with glowing eyes and the main villain, Alice, sticking people with mice and poisoning them and all kinds of other stuff. And then you got the people crying out for Batwoman. It's just a whole bunch of ridiculous stuff going on. But we'll see how long this lasts. I know one thing. I know some of these YouTubers who do review this probably wanted to keep going on because it does give their channel views, but I don't know.